Welcome back to another episode of that Stay Off My Grass podcast. You got your boy, Suns fan Randy, in the building. And man, I'm not gonna lie, you know me, I gotta keep it real, gotta keep it 100. If you're a Wolves fan, I totally understand. You know what I'm saying? I totally understand. I feel like I seen it once they announced that KD was gonna be talking to SVP after the game. I was like, oh yeah, they're gonna cook. So I feel like the refs cooked that last 3-4 minutes. But I feel like they a lot of little touchy fouls that they could have gave y'all, and I feel like it was a little bit of that. And personally, I wouldn't have been mad if we'd have lost this game. And I was kind of like the only reason why I wouldn't say want to lose the game because that sounds crazy, but like I wouldn't have been mad just because of seeding. Like I want the Timberwolves to take that fifth spot, so we play them in the first round. I'd rather play them in the first round than play the Clippers. I guess I don't know if I'm alone on that hill, but I really, really, really don't want to play the Clippers or Golden State in that first round because I feel like that's really the Western Conference Finals right there. You know what I'm saying? But it's some pros and cons too because it's like if we knock them off early, then it's like all right, we can just coast kind of. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Me personally, I don't even want to risk it. I'd rather wait, taking down the line, be a little bit more prepared, get a little bit, you know what I'm saying, tighten this up a little bit because it was a little bit sloppy and I will dive into the game, man. So it was some pros, you know what I'm saying? We got the dub, we 4-0, 4-0 with KD in the lineup. So that's good to always have. But it was some cons that I seen out there that we could, you know what I'm saying? So the pros I'll kick it off with is I liked how we played defense tonight. Like the defensive intensity, like, yes, there was lapses at times where everybody just got lazy. But I feel like when we first came out, it was like that playoff kind of atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was like tightening up on defense. And you know what I'm saying? I appreciated that. It showed me that at least that we can play defense when we want to with KD out there. Chris Paul was out there getting loose balls, getting little tip steals. KD was out there. You know what I'm saying? It looked real good. It looked real tight. They was communicating, switching. It was real cool. They was doubling. Whenever Cat got it was lovely to see, man. It was lovely to see that. Okay, so it just showed me and kind of gave me that confirmation that okay, we can play defense when it comes playoff time. And like I said, that first half or that first quarter, especially, it just felt like a playoff game. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Um, so now, and I guess I'll dive into a little bit of the cons, a little bit of the cons. Oh no, let me get another pro off before you know what I'm saying. I dive into some of the cons. So look, first thing I want to say, I gotta give credit when it's due. You know what I'm saying? Because I slander this man all the time, so I gotta give credit when it's due. If you sat down and you watched this game, then you know campaign. Yes, campaign is the reason why we won this game tonight. And I want him to play just like this. Just like this. This is exactly what we need. It went down real fast. You know what I'm saying? We got the campaign that you know what I'm saying that kill us. But the campaign that came out there in that second half or that what was it, that third quarter that you know what I'm saying? Like that campaign, I like that. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing that. Keep doing that. He was attacking the rim. He was getting to the hole, finishing the layups. You know what I'm saying? He was hitting his three balls. And like I said, I feel like we just need that spark off the bench. And that's his job. Just to out there push the pace. You know what I'm saying? Get people involved. You know what I'm saying? I wish that he'd do that a little bit more, but get people involved. But essentially push the pace and be the spark. Get the crowd involved and just get it right back going. Because we was down by 10. We threw him in the game. He chopped that right back down, helped us get the lead a little bit. And the only con to the campaign game tonight is that he essentially gave it right back to him because he was doing good. He was doing good. And then for whatever reason, that in that fourth quarter, that started that fourth quarter, towards that end of that third, like for whatever strange reason, they just started force feeding KD. Like they didn't belong to be out there. You know what I'm saying? I get it. It's KD, like he the man. I get it. But it's just like you clearly everybody in the building know he cold tonight. You know what I'm saying? You cooking, we ain't even gave the ball to, you know what I'm saying, T. Ross or see what TJ Warren can do or whatever the case may be. KD will be all right. KD gonna get his. You know what I'm saying? KD is gonna get his. And I just felt like campaign started force feeding them in that fourth quarter or the whole team. And it was just like that's what killed us. You know what I'm saying? And that was the only bad thing I gotta say about campaign tonight. He should have just kept going and kept pushing it. And you know what I'm saying? Just finding a way to facilitate. Speaking of KD being cold, yeah, so KD was cold tonight. It happens. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. He went out there finished with 16 points of 5 of 18. Hey man, it happens. It is what it is. He still found a way to kind of score. He was hitting the open threes, which I will take, or whatever the case may be. And then luckily we got D Book to kind of carry us or get the load. And I got some good and some bad about D Book I want to say on tonight. He finished with 29, 8 of 18. And this is one thing I gotta say about Book, man. Like we gotta be a better leader, man. We can't cry with the refs. We can't do this. You know, we can't go back and forth with the refs because what it do, it just get everybody else involved. I get that you doing it because you really getting fouled, but you're not understanding that when other people see you do it, everybody else want to do it now. You see what I'm saying? Like if you could do it and everybody else don't get involved and want to play the hey game, like not the other team, everybody on the Suns. You see what I'm saying? And it's just like as a leader, you just gotta, you know what I'm saying, play your game. You gotta pretend like they're not there. And that's the only thing. And he was holding on to the pill a little bit too long. A little bit too long in that first or that second quarter. Like I feel like he was going crazy in that first. It was all good, and then he just started ball hogging just a little bit too much. Him and Chris Paul in that first half was ball hogging just a little bit, and it was a little bit concerning watching Chris Paul. Even though Chris Paul did do his thing, you know what I'm saying, to close the game, I was like, okay, cool, he at least closed it. But it was a little bit concerning to watch Chris Paul. It looked like tonight he was actually really trying hard. It was looked like he was actually trying hard, and he wasn't getting the shot. Like the shots wasn't falling how they typically fall. And I feel like that was concerning to watch. So it was like, okay, Chris Paul getting to his spots. He actually being aggressive, looking at the rim in the first half, and just the shots wasn't falling. The ones that typically fall, you know what I'm saying? Even at the end of the game, you know what I'm saying? It was if it wasn't for the rest, really, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling how the game would have went. But yeah, that was a little bit concerning watching. I was like, I don't know, man. Hopefully Chris Paul can kind of get that rhythm, hopefully right before the playoffs go, and we can get and see what it looked like, man, and see what it looked like. But yeah, man. So KD just trying to find his rhythm, and like I said, I feel like Chris Paul. It's up to Chris Paul. It's so weird because it's like when KD play, that's when Chris Paul want to shoot the ball the most. But when KD don't play, CP3 don't want to look at the rim to the fourth quarter. Like, make that make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, like, make it make sense. And I feel like his job is to kind of, because you can kind of see, like, KD clapping for the ball in that first half, especially when he was cold. And he was just like, I just need the ball to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to get some more shots up, even though he was cold. And I feel like it's up to Chris Paul to be the game manager, man. Like, you got to be better at game management. And I feel like he know that better than anybody else could probably tell him. You know what I'm saying? I feel like just that first three, just game manage. Get DA involved because I feel like DA had a lot of open looks on that roll that you missed him or you looked him off on a couple of times or whatever the case may be. And I feel like I said, I feel like just the ball was just sticking a little bit too much tonight. But like I said, we came out with the dub. We still got to tighten it up. It's still our fourth game as a you know what I'm saying as a whole team together. I would have liked to see Jock Landale in there instead of Biz because I feel like just that Jock Landale KD kind of pick and roll or whatever the case may be, you could tell that KD was missing him because he was throwing it to Biz and Biz wasn't catching it. He wasn't finishing it, and he was just like, and I was just like, damn, what happened to Jock, baby? Like, how did he just like? I just don't get it. Like, some games he get minutes, and some days he just fall out the rotation completely. And I feel like I don't think that Jock Landale did anything to just completely fall out the rotation. Like that really don't make sense to me. But like I said, man, but shout out to the T Wolves, man. They got something in Nas Reed. That boy about to get paid. I know he hurt his wrist tonight, and I know like his stats might not on if you just box score watching and you see, oh, he went 5 13 with 15 points. Nah, he was out there playing defense, getting assists, making plays. Like he was just doing all the little things, man. So I can definitely see him this summer getting paid somewhere, if not with Minnesota. But they got some pieces over there, man. Jaden McDaniels, I feel like is super underrated. I feel like once he can kind of get his offense on par with his defense in the sense of when to attack on offense, because it's like he can do some things on offense, but it's just like he's just so worried about defense that it take it away. So once he can kind of get those two to kind of blend in together, man, it might be scary over there. But for that reason or those reasons is the reason why I kind of want to play them in the first round because they still got some things to figure out to tweak and figure out over there too. So, but like I said, man, it was a good dub. You know what I'm saying? We got another one on Friday. So It is what it is. I know the Clippers won, so it wouldn't even matter anyway. But hey, man, it is what it is. But until next time, dog. Peace.